Hello, it's Alex, the Booktubers. Today I'm going to be sharing a book haul video, and I had to check to see when my last one was, and it was actually back in June, so it's been a little while. And yeah, I'm going to be sharing all of the books I have acquired since then, basically. These are just a few of them, just a little sampling to whet your appetite. But as you can see, I found some goodies and have been gifted some goodies by some very lovely people. So without further ado, let's look at some books. And I'm going to start off with a few books that were very kindly sent to me by my friend Briar. They are a super talented musician. I will leave a link to their Instagram so you can go check out their music, which is, the band's name is Vexagon. If you like, 80s influenced synthy stuff, then yeah, go check them out. And one of their albums is Twin Peaks themed. So yes, Twin Peaks fans, definitely go take a listen to that. It's amazing. And anyway, yeah, Briar sent me some books recently, which was super kind of them. And one of them is This Thing Between Us by Gus Moreno. And I believe this just came out last year. And I have actually already read this one and loved it. It was truly excellent. It's a very interesting story. I'll obviously go into more detail when I do my reading wrap up for the month. But yeah, it's part kind of haunted house story in a way with a smart speaker involved. But it's also a really honest look at death and grief and love. And yeah, what happens when you lose a loved one. So yeah, this one was really something special, and I really, really enjoyed it. It's bound to be one of my favourites of the year, quite honestly. So highly recommend. They also sent Robert Bloch's Chamber of Horrors, which is 12 spine-chilling trips into the macabre mind of the author of Psycho. What an amazing cover. It's wonderful. And yeah, the only Bloch that I have read so far is Psycho, and it was excellent. So yeah, I really do need to read more of his work. And yeah, this looks like a fun collection. Dark Channel by Ray Garton. This one has a fantastic cover. And I just earlier this year read my first Ray Garton. It was Live Girls. Wow, sorry, took me a moment to remember there. But yeah, it was really good, really fun. So I look forward to reading more of his work. And yeah, this one looks like it could be good. And then the last book from Briar was The X-Files Origins, Devil's Advocate by Jonathan Maberry. And I wasn't aware of these books, but there's this one and another one, and they're basically Mulder and Scully as teenagers. And this is the Dana Scully one. So I'm like, I don't know how that passed me by, but it sounds amazing. And yeah, I just think that would be a really fun read. So I look forward to picking this one up sometime. Yeah, if you've read either or both of them, you'll have to let me know what you thought. But yeah, thank you again ever so much to Briar for sending those my way. I also received a lovely gift of these two books from Kelsey over at Slime and Slashes. Thank you so much, Kelsey. These are amazing. Yeah, two anthologies edited by Charles L. Grant, Midnight and After Midnight, with these absolutely wonderful covers. So these ones, yeah, definitely seem like my cup of tea. So thank you again, Kelsey. I received Quenched by Mary Ann Mitchell from One over at Plagued by Visions. I had recently shared that I had found Sips of Blood by the same author, which is part of a series, and Quenched, I believe, is the second book. And One said he had a copy that he was unlikely to get to anytime soon, so would I like it? Yeah, which was really kind of him. So yeah, thank you again, One, for sending this my way. I believe this is a vampire novel, but I think the main character is Marquis de Sade, so I'm not sure if he is a vampire in this world, but yeah, sounds like a good time. So that is Quenched. Okay, I've got one more book that was very kindly sent to me, and then yeah, after that the rest are ones that I purchased myself. So next up is Mina and the Slayers by Amy McCaw. This was sent to me by the author Amy, so thank you so much. This is the follow-up to Mina and the Undead, which I really enjoyed. It's a really great YA vampire story set in New Orleans in the 90s, and even though this is just like an arc, the design of the book interior is really wonderful. We've got these, just really great attention to detail. And she also sent a bunch of little goodies, including an emergency stake. We've got a protective bit over the end there, but that is ready to use when needed. And then we've got, some postcards and flyers. So we've got Empire of the Dead bar, movies and stuff, Devil's Pool Hall. So these are all, I believe, businesses that are in the book. Mansion of the Macabre and Wandering Witch's Halloween Carnival. So yeah, I love all this attention to detail. It is really wonderful. Oh, and a bookmark as well. So yeah, lots and lots of goodies, which is really awesome. And yeah, like I said, I really enjoyed the first book, so I look forward to reading this one too. Okay, so the rest of the books are ones I purchased myself. Some were from thrift stores and a library book sale. Some I bought online. And I'll start off with the largest one, which is I Spy Spooky Night, a book of picture riddles. This is photographs by Walter Wick and riddles by Jean Marzolo. And yeah, this is a scholastic book, and it has this really wonderful artwork inside of these spooky scenes, and there are prompts at the bottom of the page for things to try and spy in the pictures, basically. So I had first seen this, I feel like maybe it was last year. It's been a while for sure, but I saw Austin over at Monster Blood talk about this on his channel, and I was immediately like, I need that. It's taken me a while to get around to buying myself a copy, but I did eventually. And yeah, if you're not already subscribed to Monster Blood, I will leave a link below, so definitely go check his channel out. He's a big fan of Goosebumps and yeah, horror in general. So yes, definitely go subscribe to him. And yeah, this is just a really fun spooky book that I thought I would get in time for spooky season, and I will give this a go. One dark and gloomy evening maybe, light some candles and, take a look and see what I can spy. I found a copy of Halloweenland by Al Sarantonio. This was one I found in a Goodwill thrift store, and I've only read a short story by this author, but it was Halloween themed and it was really good. So yeah, this one seems to have kind of mixed reviews on Goodreads, but it was super cheap and it's Halloweeny, so naturally I snapped it up. I got a copy of Burning by Jane Chambers, and I think the back of the book probably describes this best. It's a lesbian gothic suspense novel, and yeah, I am 100% down for that. So I was really excited to finally get a copy of this. It's one I've heard great things about. I believe there's a witchcraft element to it, and there is another edition, like a mass market paperback edition, that has a really cool cover, but that one sells for crazy prices. So I got this one on eBay, I think for 10. So I was like, yeah, I just want to be able to read it. And I still think this edition is cool, so it's all good. But yes, I am very happy to finally have a copy of this one. A few more that I found for cheap online were Baby Doll by Marilyn Knight. Amazing cover. We've got this creepy doll with a cracked face, classic zebra going on there. And this one sounds like some kind of creepy house situation, but whether it's doll related or not, I do not know. But yeah, with a cover like that, I had to grab it. I got a copy of Stitch by Mark Morris, and I had read his novel Toadie recently and absolutely loved it. It's going to be one of my favourites of the year, and I really wanted to read more of his work. And this is one that came out under the Del Abyss line, and it sounds pretty dark, which I'm really excited about, honestly. So yeah, there's a line on the back here that, talking about a group of people that take joy in acts of bloody self-mutilation, share rapt visions of death and pain and ecstasy. So yeah, count me in. That sounds fantastic. So I'm really looking forward to this one. Book of the Dead by John Tiggs. Not gonna lie, mainly got this for the amazing cover because it is so wonderful. It looks, like a book. I mean, obviously it is a book, but you know what I mean. And I believe this is a book about a book. So yeah, that's always a fun concept. And yeah, I was happy to find this one for a cheap price. I got The Desert by Charlie Jacob. This is a poetry collection, and I'm not, huge on poetry, but I do really like Charlie Jacob, so I saw this for really cheap and figured I would snap it up. Yeah, I've read 2 of her novels so far, This Symbiotic Fascination and The Season of the Witch, and they were both 5-star reads. So yeah, I'm really wanting to get more of her work so I can read it at some point. So yeah, that's The Desert. And My Soul to Keep by Tananarive Due. This is something of a vampire novel, and I think it's the first book in a series. It's one I've been meaning to read for ages, but I just, I guess haven't gotten around to actually tracking a copy down, and I've never stumbled upon one. So yeah, I saw this for a good price and figured I'd snap it up. I really like this hardcover edition, kind of spooky cover, and I've really enjoyed a couple of her other novels, The Between and The Good House. So yeah, very much looking forward to reading this one. I found the next few at a Salvation Army thrift store, and first up is Pranks by Dennis J. Higman. I saw the spine of this one and just lunged for it, and I think the reviews of this aren't great, but come on, who cares? This is an amazing cover. I needed it in my life. And the tagline is, Halloween, while mortals raise hell, hell vomits up the damned. What a tagline. I was really pleased to find this one. Afterlife by Andrew Niederman. This was one of his I had not heard of before. I've never seen this cover before, but it's in really great shape and it looks really cool. Like, all of this is embossed. Very cool. And I saw the spine, the neon green, and snapped it up. So yeah, I don't really know much about this one, but I figured I'd grab it anyway. It looks like it could be good. And then at the same place, I was also super excited to find a couple of zebra titles. This one is Stone Dead by Ellen Jamieson. I mean, what an amazing cover. We've got this creepy doll with flames in her eyes. The tagline is, she's a living doll. Like, what more could you want? And this one is in really good condition. It sounds kind of terrifying, actually. It definitely seems doll related. But there's something called the Hugger doll, which that's already nightmare material, quite honestly. So yeah, very pleased to find that. And also Bloody Valentine by Stephen R. George. He makes every day Valentine's Day. an amazing cover. Yeah, the artwork is really great. And this one's also in pretty good shape, so I was really pleased to find this one too. Nothing related to My Bloody Valentine, but yeah, it sounds like some kind of serial killer thing. Yeah, I think this could be a really fun read, so maybe I will read that one in February, just, you know, to keep it Valentine related. Okay, and the last three were ones I found at a library book sale. It's library book sale season is just starting up again around here, so that's exciting. And yeah, I'm hoping to go to a few more that are happening over the next month or so. Anyway, at this one I found a copy of Wait Till Helen Comes by Mary Downing Hahn, and this is one of her most well-known ones, if not her most well-known, so I have been curious to read it, but I've never actually found a copy, so I was really pleased to find this one, and it's a vintage edition, so even better. But yes, it sounds like some kind of ghost story, and just in time for spooky season I might try and pick this one up in October, so I was really happy to find it. A bit of non-horror, I found this Girl Talk book. This is book 17, Star Quality by L.E. Blair. I couldn't resist this amazing cover. I've never read any of the Girl Talk books. I believe this was a spin-off from the board game. I never even played the board game. Sadly, I totally missed out on that, but I couldn't leave this one behind. It looks wonderful. And then last up, at the same book sale, I found this one, The Secret Books of Paradise 1 and 2 by Tanith Lee. She's an author I've been really curious to read, but I've just never stumbled upon any of her books and haven't, you know, kind of decided on one in particular to track down. So I was really pleased to find this. I absolutely love the cover. It's pretty amazing. And yeah, this one, apparently it is, I believe, a novel and 3 novellas in here. I guess all taking place in the same world. And amazing author photo. So yeah, round of applause for that. Yeah, I don't know too much about this one, but it sounds like it might be horror / dark fantasy. Either way, with a cover like that, I am intrigued, so I was pleased to find it. So those were all of the books that I have acquired recently. Again, a huge thank you to anyone who has sent books my way. It is definitely not something I expect of anyone, so it's always, yeah, a lovely surprise when anyone wants to do so. So yes, a huge thank you. It's just, yeah, really kind, really generous. And yeah, I've been very lucky in finding some good stuff out in the wild as well. So it's been a pretty fruitful past few months. And yeah, like I said, we're getting into library book sale season around here, so hopefully over the next month or so I will find some more goodies, and if I do, of course, I will share them with you. Do let me know if there are any here that you think I should read sooner rather than later. If there are any that you have already read, please feel free to let me know your thoughts. No spoilers though, of course. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I will see you again in my next video. Bye!